Hello, everyone. Magical Wednesday. How are you? Let me make sure that I am good with audio and video and that we are going live exactly where I need to go. So while I'm checking out the audio part of it, the technical part of it, go grab your favorite witchy drink and I will be back shortly. Some people are joining, so we're going to say hi to them as soon as we get in. So magical. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a magical day today. Let me get to my group and make sure that we are streaming where we need to stream. Let me see. Facebook is being wonky, of course, like always, right? I think we're good. Let me go in here so I can see the comments. I'm kind of in a different setting today. As you notice, my background is different. I am in my office in San Antonio. So hello from San Antonio. So my background is a little bit different. I am not on my regular setup today. I am streaming from my camera. So my camera may be a little bit off, not as good quality as it usually is, but we make do, don't we? So let me see. Cecilia, hello, my witchy sister. How are you? Lisa's here. Today is going to be a really interesting day. We are going to be talking about myths and misconceptions of what spirit communication is. And if you see me looking to the side, that's because I have my tablet open on the side while I'm streaming from my phone. So I hope you're enjoying the challenge so far. We are in the middle of the challenge now. Today is officially the Wednesday of the 5-day challenge. So we are officially in the middle. So I'm super excited that you've been hanging out and joining me for the next 5 days. So how have you guys? Hi, Corinne. Thanks for joining us. People are starting to pop in. How have you guys been enjoying the challenge so far? So drop me in the comments how you're enjoying the challenge so far. What are your moments that you're just, oh my God, yes, that's true. Your aha moments, I would love for you to share in the comments. And also how you are really just stepping into your spiritual communication power and what you are releasing. Yesterday was a little bit tough. Yesterday we kind of went back into some of the ancestor stuff that was going on, some of the witch wounds. A lot of you were talking about witch wounds. I was getting comments and also private messages about how to heal those witch wounds, how to release things that are keeping you from stepping into your power. So yesterday was a little bit tough. Yesterday we went in a little bit deeper into actually see what your fears were from being seen or stepping out into your power of a spirit communication. So hi, Alicia. How are you? Alicia, sorry. Anna's here. I haven't seen you. Hi, Anna. And Wendy. Hey, girl. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the challenge. I'm hoping that you guys are pulling your cards. And I've been getting messages that you guys are doing that. Also, private messages. I'm super excited that you are diving into this and taking this seriously. And writing down in the workbook, in the journal, releasing the things that you need to release and the fears that you probably didn't even realize you had when you are stepping into spirit communication and accepting your gifts and wanting to work with your gifts. So, hey, Virginia, thanks for hanging out with us today on day 3 of the Spirit Communication 5-day challenge. So, Madam Z here, and welcome. So, Lisa said, I pull my cards tonight when I get home. Yes. If you can't pull your cards in the morning or when the post that comes out every day at 8 o'clock, that's fine. Just make sure that you create the sacred space, the time for you to actually work that magic and to dive deep into what is holding you back, especially your fears of working with them spirits. So awesome. So I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying it. Today we're going to talk about the misconceptions and of spirit communications and the myths of spirit communications. And it's interesting that we're going to be talking about this because a lot of you had some really good responses to what you think are myths and misconceptions of spirit communication. MJ, hello, my witchy sister. Thanks for joining us today. So one of the misconceptions that are myths that a lot of us seem to be having is that you're going to be opening this floodgate, right? And you're not going to be able to control it. You're not going to be able to turn it off. It's almost like turning on like the water main gate, the main water, and you are unable to turn it off. That's a total myth and a total misconception. And that is because you have not been properly trained how to open and close those gates, or open and close that veil. You are in control of the session. You are in control of the spirit communication. You say who enters. You say when you are open for business, right? And you close that gate or that circle when you're feeling kind of wonky or feeling the energy isn't good. You have total control of these sessions. And that's where actual training comes in. And so don't feel like if you step into your power spirit communication that you're opening this floodgate, you're not going to be in control it. You're going to go down the grocery store aisle and all these spirits and ghosts and entities are going to be talking to you. And that's not how it truly is. What happens is it happens that way because you don't know how to control that. So that's why you need actual training how to control that. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining us today on today's live. So she said, I get off work at 3:30 and I have to pull my card. Yes, I would love to know what you pull. And Galen's here. Hello, Galen. So another myth and misconception that is out there is that you are opening a portal to like demonic energy or the devil, if you believe in the devil, which, I don't. MJ got some ghosts. MJ, you're so funny. And that just simply is not true. Unless you want to call in a demon, then you set your specific standards on who you're going to call in and who you're going to deal with. You don't call in or you don't speak to anybody or any spirits who you do not want to come in, period, point blank. That's it. It's just like you can't invite people into your house unless you invite them into your house, right? They can stand at the door, they can peek in and see what's going on, but they're not allowed to come in. That's where your protection comes in. That's where your circle comes in. That's where you are professionally trained into working with spirits and who you want to work with. It's very rare that demons come through, but a lot of people are like, oh man, if I open that portal, all hell's gonna break loose. All these demons are gonna come up. How am I gonna control that? What if I open a negative portal to the unknown and all these negative energies come in? But that just does not happen unless you want that to happen. Don't start off doing that as a beginner. You can do that later on if you want to, if you are really mastering your spirit communication techniques. But you're not going to open a portal of hell. You're not going to open this, demon kind of crap kind of thing. It's just not going to happen. So that's just what cinema, what the movies, what the media want you to think that spirit communication is about. So it'll kind of like scare you a little bit, but that's not what you're going to be doing with spirit communication. Most of the time you are just dealing with spirits and who just have messages for people who want to come through. And for healing, we talked about that yesterday. For what was it, for communications, to answer questions and to really just forgiveness is a lot of it. So most of the time you're not going to open a portal to hell or demons unless you want to do that. Okay, so Wendy said, this misconception I had was, I gotta make that bigger, y'all, I can't see, is hard to communicate with spirits. I had a couple of other practitioners instructing me on how much ritual and cleansing was needed before you could even begin to open a portal. When things finally opened up for me, I was shocked at how easy it was. Yes, and the reason why it is easy for you now is because you had a teacher, you had a mentor who told you how to do it, what the steps are. And that's a good thing about working with a teacher and a guide and a mentor, is that they will take you along the path and they're there for you to teach you how to work with energies, how to open a portal, how to close a portal, how to feel the energy around, if this is a negative or malevolent energy, if this is a positive energy. Ask the spirit for confirmation that this is the person that you're talking to. If you have a client that has a specific ancestor or a specific loved one that has passed through, and they said, if this person comes through, then she's going to give me or show me a sign of like maybe a red feather or something like that, right? So then when they show you that feather or that color red, then you know that that's that spirit. If they don't give you confirmation and you ask for it, then that is not the spirit that you want to be talking to, because you have a specific agenda that you want to, in a specific spirit you want to talk to. So very good, Wendy. That's a good one. The another thing that we have a misconception is that if you're a medium, you are probably born with this kind of gift, okay? And not necessarily true. And a lot of people kind of struggle with this because they're like, I'm not a medium, I wasn't born with it, so therefore this is not one of my gifts. That is simply not true. Sometimes your mediumship doesn't show up until later in life when you are able to handle the spirit communication. When the universe sends you this gift, and maybe like, I don't want to open this gift up to this person until she is ready, till she is stable, until she knows how to step into her gifts, how to harness the energy of spirit communication. So maybe you just weren't ready to step into your spirit communication in, when you were a teenager or when you were a young person. Maybe it's just now coming to you that you want to develop this now. And you have that guilt of everyone thinking that, oh, I wasn't born with this, so therefore I'm not a powerful medium, right, or a powerful spirit communicator. And that's simply not true. When you are called to do this work and when you step into your gifts, you have to answer it at any time when the universe opens that opportunity up for you. So don't think that, oh, because I wasn't born with this gift and I wasn't talking to spirits or ghosts since I was a kid, I'm not going to be a powerful medium. That's not true at all. So I want you to release that kind of energy. We're going to be talking a little bit about Ouija boards, because in my Spirit Communication 6-month certification course, we're going to be talking about different ways to do spirit communication that are kind of taboo, which includes Ouija boards, which includes seances, which may be including candle call and response, right? We're going to be talking about demonology. We're going to be talking about how to harness all of this, step into your power as a spiritual communicator, and how I'm going to train you on how to control those powers and your gifts. A lot of you are coming in and saying, I don't know how to work with my gifts. I don't know how to hone my gifts. I don't know what my gifts are. How do I find out what my gifts are? How do I practice my gifts? So in my certification course that is coming up in May, we're going to go through all of that. So Jen said, I feel like being raised in an insanely religious household, my gifts were stunted, if that makes sense. That makes perfect sense, because I'm sure you were not openly accepted as someone who communicates with spirit, because it's like taboo, right? You must be working with the devil, or you must be possessed, or that kind of stuff. And it's interesting because biblically, spirit communication was always there. But we talked about that a little bit earlier in some of the lives I did, about how the church wanted to control that, right? And who was able to speak to spirits, and who wasn't able to speak to spirits. So that was just a control tactic that they used. So Cecilia said, I'm ready for all this. So what are some of the myths that you guys have come up with in your own practice? Or there's no right or wrong answer. I would just like for you guys to put in the comments what you feel that your myths and misconceptions are about spirit communication. Maybe you feel like you need to be, possessed, or you need to trance out, or maybe you have some misconceptions about, being possessed kind of thing. Doing trans mediumship, maybe you're kind of weird that, man, if I open myself up to the spiritual world, I'm going to just be consumed with negative energy. I'm not going to know how to close the portal. I'm just going to become this conduit that I can't control, right? So much oppression. Yeah, we're going to work on that too. I'm sorry about that. Another misconception that we have about mediums and spirit communications is that mediums of spirit communications and talking to people who have passed over through the veil is simple and easy, right? It should come naturally. Sometimes it does, or sometimes the misconception is it just happens, right? And that is completely untrue. You need to be trained, professionally trained in how to work with your gifts of spirit communication. Now, you could have spirits come in and you're just like, I don't know what to do with this. What are these messages? What does this mean? How do I convey this message? How do I control my gifts? That is when you need to work with a mentor that's going to help you step into those powers, that's going to help you actually become this powerful spiritual communicator, what I call, working as above, so below, right, in the spiritual world and in the earthly plane. And give you the techniques that you need in order to work on your gifts, in order to mentor you along the way, in order to give you practice sessions, in order to encourage you, in order to help you release those fears and misconceptions of what spirit communication is. Connie said, I'll catch a replay, just arrived at the airport. Have a good rest of your day. Yay! Have a safe travels if you're traveling. So Jen said, misconceptions. Ooh, spirits lie and can hurt you. That is an interesting misconception, because that is when you ask them questions that they have to tell the answer to. Okay, and that's when you learn, and I would teach you in this 6-month certification course, how to tell when a spirit is lying, when the spirit is being truthful, if it is an actual demon, or if it's just a malevolent spirit, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there about maybe this spirit is a demon, but then you're like, no, he's just a pissed off spirit. He's a malevolent spirit. He is not a demon. What's the difference? How do I tell the difference? So we're going to talk about that all in the 6-month certification course for spirit communication. So that's a really good question. Really good question. So some of these myths and misconceptions of spirit communication, a lot of it has to do with you guys not having control of what is going on. You think that it's just, Whoopi girl, what was it, Whoopi? I just call her Whoopi. About, the ghost movie where she has no control, spirits just pop in and out kind of thing. And, she's sitting at the bank, and then, the spirit comes in, takes over her body and pops out. And she's like, no, don't do that kind of thing. It's nothing like that. It is nothing like that. That's just for entertainment purposes, right? And getting ticket sales. So another misconception is that if you're a spirit medium, or you work with spirits and you talk to spirit communications, right, that you see spirits everywhere. That is completely not true. Remember, it goes back to that movie, I see dead people kind of thing. I don't see people. That may not be your clair. I don't see people, or it's just not one of my clairs. Like we talked about, I'm claircognizance, and I feel and I sense. So spirits have, most of the time, don't ever manifest in front of me. That's not my clair. And I only work with spirits when I am in a session. So, and that may not be for everyone. That's just the rules that I set for myself, the clear boundaries I set for myself, that I do not want to be disturbed unless I am in session, unless I call you in. Okay. So it's not like you're going to see spirits and ghosts everywhere unless you invite that in, unless you want that. And, it may not be your clairs. You may be a spiritual medium and you've never seen a ghost. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to doubt yourself and think that because I don't speak to ghosts, right, or the traditional sense of speaking to ghosts, that you're not a powerful medium, because we talked about clairs on day 1. We talked about the top 4. There are many, many different clairs, but we just went to the top 4. So I want you to get that out of your mind, that you feel that because you don't see spirits all the time that you're not a powerful medium. That's not true. That's just not your clair that you need to be working on. So it doesn't mean that you are not powerful. It just means you have a different gift than anybody else, right? It doesn't mean that you are not powerful, for sure. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. You love that movie. That's a good movie. It was a good movie, wasn't it? She said, you in danger, girl. You in danger. So let's talk a little bit about my Spirit Communication 6 months course that is coming up in May. Okay, so if you want to continue doing what you're doing now, which is being with me, working on your clairs, we're going to be talking about taboo ways of doing stuff instead of just sitting there in front of like John Edwards and what we call a gallery style. That was not my style of mediumship. My style is I want evidential or physical mediumship. I want to be able to hear spirits, see spirits. Well, the communication of spirits. I want to do Ouija board work. I want to do paranormal investigations. I want to bring all of this together in a different way that you don't see it. Now, here's the thing that is different in my 6-month Spirit Communication. It's going to be working with taboo kind of stuff, okay? Which means we are going to be working with Ouija boards, seances. I'm going to teach you about demonology, how to tell the spirit is a demon or not a demon, how to like get rid of that, how to actually like release attachments. Okay, this stuff is not taught when you do Spirit Communication in the love and light kind of thing. They always talk about the fluffy bunny kind of stuff. This is not for the fluffy bunny kind of, medium. This is someone who wants to dive deep into spiritual communication that has not been taught before. The stuff that you only like that people run from, like the Ouija boards, the seances, the demonology. I'm not going to tell you how to call in a demon. That's not even going to happen. We may talk about that, but I'm going to show you how to release those, right? How to identify them. I'm going to be working with evidence-based spirit communication, which is what your clients want to hear. They don't want to hear you stand in front of them and say, oh, I hear or I see a male figure standing on my left and I think his name starts with a B. No one wants to see that shit. No one wants to hear that shit. They want to see the evidence. They want to hear the bell ring. They want to see the Ouija board, planchette move. They want to hear the seance. They want to hear the calls and knocks. They want to hear the responses. This is actual physical evidentiary type of spirit communication I'm going to teach you. So I'm going to actually start teaching you on one module how to do paranormal investigations. Whoop. And bringing all of these clairs in together, everything that I've taught you to do paranormal investigation. As you know, I'm a certified demonologist. I'm a witch. I'm a paranormal investigator. I am working with spirits all the time. And I kind of work on the dark moon, not so much the new moon. And so we're going to be teaching you how to do paranormal investigations with that and how to clear, cleanse, and release malevolent spirits and attachments. It doesn't necessarily mean attachments to people. It could be attachments to buildings, attachments to items, attachments to the land, right? I'm going to show you how to identify those, release those, and actually how to cleanse and banish those. So we're going to be working together on strengthening your powers as spiritual communication. And we're going to be working together hand in hand. This is only for the serious spiritual communication that are ready to take the next step, who is all about fuck the fear. I don't care anymore. I'm ready to dive deep into this, and let's start it now. Okay. A lot of you have had revelations coming up that you're tired of being not seen. You were tired of hiding. You were tired of feeling powerless in your clairs. You're tired of trying to struggle and trying to figure out what the hell these spirits are doing. You're tired of our saying, and you're just really just tired of just not having control of your spiritual gifts. Okay. So this is 6 months, this is a certification course. We're going to be working together for 6 entire months. But when you're done, you're going to be certified under me as a spiritual communicator. So what does that mean? Why we become a certified spiritual communication? Because it means to your clients and to you that you did the damn work and you're serious about it. This is not for someone who just wants to do, oh, it's kind of cool. I don't have anything else to do. Let's sign up for Madam Z's spiritual communication course. No. We're going to have monthly coaching on Zoom. We're going to talk about all things occult, witchcraft, practices, and then we are going to have lessons dropped every Monday. In the group, we're going to have weekly coaching threads in the private Facebook group. You're going to have unlimited access to the program. We're going to have, here's the big thing, weekly and monthly assessments, because I need to know that you are doing the damn work. I can give you this course, and if you're not doing the work, I'm not going to certify you. Point blank, period, because this is serious work. This is for healing. This is for helping. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know how to close portals. You need to know what the energy feels like. So this is not for people who are just don't have anything else to do, and they're just like, I'm interested in it. I don't have anything else to do. This is for people who are really serious and maybe want to turn this into a spiritual business. So you will get weekly and monthly assessments. You must pass each of these with 80%. If you don't, then you are not going to get certified by me. Once you become certified under 6 months, then you have an opportunity to be featured and listed on my website. That will be open for everybody to publicly see you if you want to, right? And to contact you for any spiritual work. So much more is going to be going on with this. We have, let me see, 6 months, right? Let me get this pulled up so we know. We have 6 modules. So module 1 is going to be understanding, developing your clairs. All these are going to be with practices. Module 2, the basics of evidential spirit communication, which means we're going to talk about Ouija boards. We're going to talk about automatic writing. We're going to talk about how to do seances, how to actually hold sessions for your clients and for you in order to work with your clairs, okay? And how to practice and actually do live seances for your clients and for yourself. Module 3 is introduction to ghost hunting and paranormal investigations, where you can bring all of this together, especially if you want to make a business out of it, or if you just want to do it for yourself for fun. You actually talk about how to conduct paranormal investigation, types of hunting, spirit contact, and how to feel into the energy of haunted spaces and places and houses and objects. It's not just about the physical kind of place. It may be an object, and we're going to talk about how I'm going to show you how to work with those and the clairs, okay, and tips and tricks and how I teach you to practice those. So I'm going to show you how to leave all that fancy paranormal equipment out, use yourself, use your communication as your #1 conduit, and how to work with your clairs. Module 4 is how to clear, cleanse, release, and banish spirits. So here's the thing. You're working with a malevolent spirit, or you're working with a malevolent attachment to an object or a house. How do you get rid of those? What do you do now? Right? What do you do? What kind of spell work do you need to be doing? So just because you have working with your clairs and just because you're doing spirit communication, now you're like, well, what do I do now? I've contacted this person, this spirit who has passed over. They're not very nice. They're not leaving. How do I release and banish this person or the spirit from communication? I'm going to teach you how to do all of that. So I'm not going to leave you in the dark. Like, I'm not going to lead you and then I'm just going to be like, all right, bye, free. Figure the shit out on your own. No, I'm going to teach you what happens if you run up into a malevolent spirit. What do you do? How do you protect yourself? How do you banish them? How do you bind them? How do you get rid of that energy? Okay. And module 5 is introduction to demonology. This may be a little bit scary for you guys, but as you know, this is why we're diving into myths and misconceptions about spirit communication, because you need to know this stuff if you are going to be a serious spirit communicator. So we're going to talk about the difference between demonic entities and benevolent energies, how to tell the difference between the attachments, possessions, all that kind of cool stuff, including safety protocols is a must when you're dealing with this. And then module 6 is strengthening your confidence in your mediumship abilities. So, and we're going to be working with some releasing stuff too. So I'm so excited about this spirit communication practitioner. This is going to help you get motivated. This is going to help you step into your communication power. Monthly coaching on Zoom, lessons dropped every single week, right? And every week you get the coaching thread. So you get a lot of access to me when it comes to working in the spirit communication. This is going to be a small, intimate setting. I'm only taking 13 powerful witches. 3 spots I've already taken before I even announced this. The doors are open today. So really, honestly, only 10 spots are open. Okay. So all of this is for the introductory price for $397, paid in full, for 6 months of working together with me, and also releasing all the fear, stepping into power, stopping all the confusion, feeling powerless, how to work on your clairs. We're going to do all of that stuff together. Paid in full, $397, or 2 payments of $177. Here's the thing: if you sign up before April 22nd, then you will be eligible for the bonus of our pre-launch party, okay, or pre-opening party. And that party is April 23rd. Yeah, April 23rd. Okay. So when you enroll now, oh my God, it's $397. $397 for 6 months of me. Girl, you guys are gonna be sick of me. $397. So you get exclusive pre-launch party on April 23rd, which means we're gonna hang out together. We're gonna do psychic development stuff. We're gonna drink. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna pull cards. We're gonna do psychic games. You get to ask me questions. So that is only going to be available until the 22nd. Plus, another bonus is you get access to my psychic development course and mediumship with tarot. We are building your your spirit communication practice together as a complete certification. I'm not going to leave you hanging. If you have any questions, we're going to ask it. We're going to answer it. We're going to practice together. We're going to have a safe environment where you're not going to be judged, where you're going to release your fears. You're going to actually go out there and do the work. You're going to take these assessments. You're going to pass with flying colors. You're going to start a business. You're going to tell those spirits, hey, I have a let's start communication. You're not going to be afraid anymore of your gifts. You're not going to be laughed at people because, like I said, remember I talked about earlier how you're going to leave those people behind who don't understand what you're doing. Those are not your people. The people that are going to help you are here in this group right now. Those are your people. Okay? So if you're interested in this taboo type of learning spiritual communication from a certified demonologist, from a witch, a high degree priestess witch who's doing this for many, many years, I'm going to give you my hands-on experience, my tips and tricks. I'm going to walk you through actual spirit communication. What I do, you're going to get lessons, workbooks, assessments, teachings, videos, entire 6 months, and then you will be certified. So we start May 10th. The actual program will start May 10th. The bonuses go away on April 22nd. This pricing goes away on April 22nd. The bonuses will go away. This is a fucking no-brainer. Seriously, I have never created anything like this. Since I have been in business, I've always done this paranormal stuff on the side kind of thing. I've always taught like witching. This is going to be a combination of witching and paranormal investigation, demonology, studying occult kind of stuff, spirit communication, clairs. We're bringing this all together in one contained certification course, 6 months together. Okay, so I only have 10 spots at that level. But if you want to actually get more one-on-one sessions from me, you need more support from me, you need more mentoring from me, you actually feel like you need more help from me, then I have only 3 VIP spots. And if you want this course with the VIP spots, you need to send me a message and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I only have 3 of those. So let me drop you a link and I'm going to answer questions. Let me drop a link. for a long time. Let me go up to comments and ask any questions. Drop in your comments if you know, give me I want you to put me a ghost emoji, because I love me some ghost emojis. So, Lisa said, well, maybe it's not for me since I don't want a business out of it. I just want to build an ability for me. Then this is for you too. You don't have to build a business. My paranormal investigations are a lot of fun for me, and I get to actually practice my spiritual communication. So maybe you just want to work on your skills and hone your skills and maybe not do the business part of it. You're still welcome. This is still going to be the course for you. This is a combination of people who want to take the spiritual practices from communication to the next level and make a business, and for the people who just want to hone their skills. It's for both of you, the both types of spiritual communication. I would love the 6-month program, but we'll be moving during the time, and I don't want to waste your time or my time maybe next time around. I'm not sure there's going to be next time around. So the 6-month program, you will have access to it for a lifetime, which means that you can revisit it anytime you want to. The cool thing about this is that every week, for 3 weeks, you get 4 weeks of module 1, 4 weeks of module 2, 4 weeks of module 3. The first 3 modules are going to be the lessons and videos are going to be dropped into your box, your inbox, along with the quizzes, assessments. The fourth week is going to be your actual live coaching. So it's a combination of both, because a lot of my students are like, I just can't carve out time right now to be with you every Thursday at 6. This is for you. This is, I said, all right, well, I'm going to create something for you then. So you have, it fits into your busy lifestyle. It fits into like, hey, it's 9 o'clock at night. Let me review some of the stuff that dropped into my inbox. This is for people who are really kind of busy and not able to make every single live on, Thursday at 6, right? So this fits into everybody's lifestyle. Let's see, how does one become a certified demonologist? Studying, courses, assessments, practice. What is it? Yeah, an experience. Yeah, experience, dedication. And this is what exactly is going to be with certification for my 6 months spirit communication. You're going to have to show me dedication. You're going to have to show me the knowledge, that you grasp it, that if I ask you a certain question, you know it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a right or wrong answer. I just need to know that you are grasping it and you're working it. So, yeah, we said that makes me better go over. Yeah, we're good. I've been wanting to build a business, so this hit on the perfect time. Jen, let's fucking do this shit together. Let's do this together. This is great information. Just no business or not. Yes. It could be for your business or it could not be for your business. A lot of my clients are I just want personal development. I just want to be able to hone my gifts. I want to be able to, when I walk into a haunted type of energy or a room, I know what I'm dealing with. I know how to shut it down, or I know what messages I need to come through, and how to work and be powerful in my communication, in my clairs. This is for you too. This is for everybody. This is for anybody who wants to learn how to master their psychic abilities, but in a different way, not in the whole light and love kind of way. I hate to say that. I don't want to be that person, but it's more for the taboo type of people who want to work with spirit communication, with seances, with call and response kind of thing, with malevolent spirits. Because when you listen to John Edwards or Long Night and Meme, you don't really hear about malevolent spirits coming in. You don't, and they're there. But they know how to control it because they know they set that space, which they won't ever show you. They won't ever show you how they set space, how they actually call in their spirits, what their rituals are. That's very secretive, and they will never show you. So together we are going to pull that veil of mystery away from what spirit communication is, and we're going to be here to support each other. I'm jumping in. I want to know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking about this one. Do it, Jared. Do it, Jared. I gotta see. So dang, I wish the timing was different. I would love to be able to do this. Think about it, Wendy. If you're called to do it, you will make it happen for sure. We the people of the witchy community. I know exactly. Witchy is it? How do I sign up? There is a link. I just posted the link. I will post it again. There you go. I posted it in the comments. MJ, we're good. Okay, I really am super interested. Lisa, let's do this shit. I want Jared in. I'm gonna call y'all out. I'm gonna call y'all out. I want Jared in here. I want Lisa in here, and I don't care what you say. Wendy, we're gonna get you in here. So those are the 3 people that I am calling out on this live today, and there's many more, but you know, people who showed up on the live, I'm calling your asses out because I want you in the Spirit Communication Certification Program that starts May 10th on the dark moon. Dark moon. Lisa sounds amazing. Gonna talk over with my home accountant. What do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. How many of y'all get that joke? I'm an accountant. All right, so let's talk to the serial killer girl. Yes, let's talk to some serial killers. See, this is the kind of weird shit that we do, right? We talk to serial killers, right? I feel the light and love isn't kind of bullshit. Feels fake to me. Yeah. This is a program that is going to blow that out of the water for sure. She's calling. Yeah, MJ says she's calling. Yep, me call it out. Yep, I'm doing it. Lisa's doing it. She's in. And I just wanted about to call you. I know we're all about calling everybody out on their bullshit. So if I start the dark moon, then I have to do it. Yes. What are you afraid of? We talked about you stepping into your powers. We talked about you releasing. We talked about, you know, the myths and misconceptions. This is only day 3. We got 2 more days together, right? That we're going to start working on spirit communication. We're going to master it together. We're going to do it step by step. And at the end of the 6 months together, you will become a certified spirit communication under Manus D. And you get to be featured on my website and promoted on my website. So super excited about that. So, all right, this is day 3. So you have 2 more days together. Get your shit out, get that fire underneath you, work that workbook, pull those cards, share in the group, make connections. If you are ready to do this, hit that button on PayPal. You have paid in full and you have actual payment plans of $177. So you can get in on this 6-month certification course for $177. Boom, done. I spent that much getting my hair done, nails done. Or hell, I go to the dollar store and spend $177 at the dollar store. That ain't nothing. That's nothing. And how is that going to improve your spirit, right? How is that going to improve your life when you're just spending $177 on clothes? Let's get deep into spirit communication, the dark way, not this light and love way, the fun, the dark, the deviant kind of way, the stuff that no one talks about, the stuff that people are intrigued about, but they don't want to talk about it. This is the course for you. Okay, this is where all the weird, dark people are going to be hanging out. May 10th, we start. May 22nd, the bonuses will go away. I forgot to tell you, the pricing will go up to $597 on the 22nd. So you have a little bit of time, but not a whole lot of time, because everything will be going away for that pre-party, which is the 23rd. So the 22nd, everything goes away. And the price goes up to $597. Get in for $177. It's a damn no-brainer. We're going to work some shit. We're going to work Ouija boards. I'm going to show you how to do seances. I'm going to show you how to do paranormal investigations. I'm going to give you my tips and tricks. We're going to work on your clairs. We're actually going to do physical stuff together. Okay? So, all right. 77 TikTok. I know, right? I know, right? So, all right, that is it. You still have homework to do. You still need to work on releasing those fears, your misconceptions, and we have 2 more days together. So type in the comments what you are working on and your cards for today and how I can support you. All right, everyone, wish on, and I've called out those people out, and you guys are gonna, I will see you guys in that spirit communication and that pre-party. Don't forget about that pre-party and the bonuses. So, all right, my witchy sisters and brothers, we will see you tomorrow at 3:33 p.m. Central for day 4. All right, everyone, witch on.